Hi, tennis fans. The Cos here with you for another half hour inside the world of tennis. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Discover the Lake Club, the most exclusive lifestyle in the best-selling luxury village in Lakewood Ranch. With a grand clubhouse, indoor and outdoor dining, spa, and the grand opening of 6 tennis and pickleball courts along with resort-style pools, the Lake Club has it all. Come tour 13 luxury models from the area's premier home builders and discover our newest neighborhoods, Genoa and Lakeview Estates. The luxury, the lifestyle, the Lake Club.
I'm Mike. I'm Bob. You're Inside Tennis with the Cos.
Hi, tennis fans. Terrific as always to be with you. Happy to see the ongoing participation of the tennis and the pickleball courts on the Sun Coast. And let me tell you, it is forever enjoyable to celebrate another birthday with our Sun Coast International Tennis Hall of Famer, Nick Boleteri. Nick just turned 89 years young. I know that I will be interviewing him on the tennis court when he reaches the century mark. Nick, looking back, fondest years?
Every day has been the fondest. I'm a lucky guy because every day has been special. From the day I was born with my parents, my grandparents, school, the military, starting the Nick Boleteri Tennis Academy, now IMG, and being able to deliver messages to people and to children, and to know that you've impacted a lot of people's lives. And remember, when you impact people's lives, it goes on for generations. And there's no bigger gift in the world that continues generation after generation. And, you know, last night I did a little something. I wrote something that I'm going to put out for my birthday. I believe age ain't nothing but a number. Especially the older you get, with the mindset, you'll have so many more goals to be part of. I have accepted and appreciate what had to be done to be where I am today. It's a super feeling to look back and see how I defied the odds of doing what I have done. And you know why? When people said, Nick, you can't do it, that was my adrenaline to do it. And most of all, to know that I've impacted so many lives that'll go on for generations and generations. And as my good friend Arthur Ashe said, it's the impact that you make on lives that go on forever. And oh yes, I have a PS. You can have big houses, money, cars, and the list goes on. But when your family and friends say, that's my man, or my children say, that's my dad, wow. And finally, I could never be where I am today without my friends and staff that dedicated their lives to help people feel they have a chance in life. Happy birthday to me, Nick. You're something special.
Happy birthday from the tennis world and all your friends.
Thank you so much, Cos. I always enjoyed working with you, and it's too bad you haven't learned to speak. But when you do, perhaps we could do another show.
Get out of here, man. Celebrate that birthday.
Okay.
Remember when you were 49 for about 6 or 7 years. Now it seems to have changed. You don't mind saying your real age. It's great to have you still hanging in there with incredible energy. You're still Nick Boleteri, the greatest coach of all time. Thanks for everything.
Personal broadcast and tennis friend, the congenial Ray Collins, has been encouraged to serve on the Sarasota County Charter Review Board, District 2. Collins' positive and progressive outlook and tasteful judgment would strive to make the most beneficial choices for our community.
Very lucky, since Sarasota is so beautiful, to have these all-star players playing in our community, and what a nice treat to have them here volunteering their time.
In this current time of unrest in our country, it is comforting to see how our game of tennis has brought unity to the sporting community. We are happy to bring you the American Tennis Association's 100th celebration. And let me tell you, the Suncoast and the Oaks Club will be missing a superb tennis director and coach. Tom Whitten will be headed to San Francisco to head up the tennis at the world-famous Olympic Club. So, what's on the show today? Well, we have another great one for you. You will visit the American Tennis Association's 100th year celebration. You will join in with the farewell salute to Tom Whitten. So let's get it launched with the American Tennis Association. Tennis fans, we are at the Jimmy Everett Tennis Center for the 2016 American Tennis Association National Championships. Stay with us for the exciting coverage. The USTA and the ATA, the American Tennis Association, unite. How good does that feel for you representing both organizations?
Well, it feels great to me, I have to tell you. I mean, as you know, the USTA's mission is to promote and develop the growth of tennis. Our aim in the D&I department, or Diversity and Inclusion Department, is to make tennis look like America. The way for us to do that most impactfully is to do that with the American Tennis Association. You know, I started through the National Junior Tennis and Learning, but my first national tournament was an ATA tournament in Princeton, New Jersey. And all the way through the juniors into adulthood, I played all of the ATA nationals. So if we want to really increase tennis participation across this country, given the changing demographics in this country, we have to partner with none other than the American Tennis Association. We're very proud to do it.
Well, the American Tennis Association has had a huge impact on growing the game, particularly in the African American community. We've had so many champions that have come through ATA Nationals over the last 100 years as they're celebrating their anniversary or centenary this year. I'm one of those. I won my first competitive trophy through ATA Nationals as a 7-year-old and really never looked back. So when you look at the opportunities that they provided, not just at the Nationals, but even within their regions, having these tournaments annually, providing opportunities for people of color to go and compete and have fun and build camaraderie amongst each other, and then look forward to the Nationals every year. It's had a huge impact on my life, and I know it's had a tremendous impact on thousands of others.
Full evening for one beautiful guy. Hall of Famer has a nice ring to it. What's it make you feel like to be inducted tonight into a lifetime of tennis contribution that you made?
The two feelings I have tonight are one of gratitude and one of responsibility. Gratitude for what my parents have done for me, what the ATA has done to make these opportunities available for me, what they've done over the last 100 years, what pioneers like Althea Gibson and Arthur Ashe have done to open doors, and then a responsibility to make sure that I give back, that I create as many opportunities, not just for African American players, but for all players, all American players, all American juniors and coaches, and that we also keep the legacy alive.
Being part of the ATA Nationals is always a wonderful thing. It's more like a family reunion. You see people every year, different people, same people, meet new people, and you always make friends as we go along. And being here in this gala in the afternoon, and this afternoon is wonderful. We have it every year, and it's a very nice get together. It gives us time to take a minute from our tennis matches and come in and get some more information about the American Tennis Association and the history of it.
The impact is astronomical primarily because of its history, but what it also does is allow a lot of the economically deprived children to have an opportunity to play in national tournaments, which they probably would not have an opportunity to do. They give them opportunities to see other athletes from across the country doing the same thing they're doing, but it teaches character, it teaches sustainability, it teaches family habits, and most of all, it allows them to grow and develop and be well-contained citizens, which we are very, very proud of. So many of them are able to get scholarships, go into school, and do great things. So it's just magnanimous in the amount of opportunity that it allowed a lot of children to do.
Coming to this tournament every year, you know, you just look forward to seeing everybody, even though you were opponents. You knew that after the match was over, you were going to have a good time. And, you know, through the years, you just, you know, you have these friendships that, you know you're going to see them when you come here every year. Even though you don't see them all year, it just picks back up. And that's what makes it so wonderful.
Well, for me, it's an incredible opportunity to have nothing but pride inside, because 100 years ago, this didn't happen. And where we are today really shows where we're going for the next 100 years. The leadership from the USJ has been a great supporter of this year's conference. The ATA's president and their board has been a great supporter of the relationship. But most importantly, everybody in the room is looking for the same thing, and that's the betterment of American tennis for the next 100 years.
And one of the things that we want to do with this is really show young people that tennis has a role 100 years ago in the black community. What a lot of people don't know is that tennis and baseball were the two biggest sports in the black community years ago. A lot of the doctors and lawyers and professors and ministers played tennis. A lot of everybody else played baseball. Bigger than basketball or football. So tennis has a place in the black community that people didn't know about.
The creation of the ATA was a magnificent story. The history of black tennis is a magnificent story. When you think about slavery being abolished in 1865, 50 years later, a middle-class black environment had been created. And the black elite, doctors, lawyers, wanted the same thing as their white counterparts wanted. Nice cars, nice homes, kids playing tennis. And because they were not permitted to play in white tournaments, the American Tennis Association was formed, and that was 100 years ago. So we celebrate that centennial anniversary today.
Oh, it's really a beautiful thing. I mean, you know, we've had our years of struggle and gotten past that, but to get to this point of 100 years, it's very special. You know, when we got in reach, everybody was saying, man, can we make it to 100? You know, most of those organizations spawned during segregation didn't make it quite that long, so we were very proud that we did get here.
It's a great venue and it's a great group. This is the 5th year that we've done it, and we just have established great relationships with them. It's one of our favorite groups that we do during the year.
It's huge for us. We bring a team down every year. The kids need to experience national competition. They need to be in an environment where kids who look like them are competing seriously on the court. And they look forward to this every year. They support one another, and it's good for them to be away from their parents, self-reliant, and they have a great experience every year.
This was my first experience at a national tournament, actually, and the fact that I can do this in the ATA, it's even better.
It's kind of fun because, you know, this is my 3rd year, but get to meet a lot of new people, so it's a great experience.
It's just a fun tournament to play, and, like, you know, about a bunch of competitiveness, you know, and it's pretty much a fun tournament, you know what I mean? So, pretty much.
It's a whole lot of fun. It's a super blast for me. How much fun is it for you?
It's really fun. There's a lot of events, and I get to go to most of them, and I get to meet more people that are new to the tournament.
I think it's a different atmosphere than most of the other tournaments that I play. Most of the other tournaments that I play are USTA tournaments, but this atmosphere is like more different. It's more like, feels more like a family. Like you can make friends, you can find your doubles partner here. So it's definitely different, more comfortable.
So what brings out that cool smile in you from the ATA championships, Bryce?
Everything, the people, the courts, just the whole experience being here in Florida. It's so sunny and so nice, and it just makes me even more myself. Cool.
This is my first ATA tournament, so it's going to really mean a lot to me.
The history of this tournament and the organization, I didn't really know too much about it before. I knew it was like kind of like when the time period was, but I didn't know how important it was because I've been used to playing USTA and of course with other races, so I think it was really great to know the history.
It's motivating and it helps you to learn like what you need to improve on and stuff, and so I really like coming.
I think it's really amazing that it's been going on for 100 years. And then as an adult, I can still come back, and as an employee of the USTA, I can still come back and see some of these same people still playing. Some of them are still playing, but still visiting, and just you know, it's kind of like a family reunion type of thing. So it's a really nice atmosphere.
The ATA means a lot to me. I played my first ATA a long time ago when I was 10 years old. It was in San Diego. And I had the opportunity to meet Arthur Ashe. He gave a clinic there, so it was very memorable to me. So it has a great history, this organization, and I'm just proud to be a part of it for so many years. And every year, myself and John Wilkerson brings kids here to have the same experience, yes.
Working with kids, giving to kids, helping mold kids, that helps me. So it's a win-win for both of us. Thank goodness. I know it's a win for me, and I've seen the results where it's a win for kids.
Bobby Curtis, a year ago from tonight, you were inducted into the Black Tennis Hall of Fame. Memories from that year ago, Bobby?
It was a wonderful night for me, and obviously getting introduced by John Desdunes, who was one of my students and a national coach, was just outstanding, and it was just a wonderful night for me.
It's had a tremendous impact over the years. You know, it is America's oldest African-American sports organization for all sports. And I'm delighted that the 100th anniversary is being held here in Florida. And they have had a great impact on the sport over the years with all of the people who've been honored in the Hall of Fame, including the ones we have on our cover with Althea Gibson and Arthur Ashe. The other thing that's exciting is that the ATA is moving or forming its national headquarters, will be right here in Florida, and they're looking at Miramar, which is down here in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area. And that's very exciting also.
For me, the induction is really about gratitude, about thankfulness for what the ATA has done for American tennis, about the fact that they've stood in the gap to keep the African American community engaged in tennis at a time at the beginning when there weren't opportunities for African Americans to be involved in the USTA. And today, standing here, having Katrina Adams as the president of the USTA, it's really a testament to the value and the work and the sacrifice of everybody who's come before us and who's been involved with the ATA.
Well, it's an incredible feeling for me when you have the 100 years of the American Tennis Association and you have the leadership of the USTA in the same room, but you also have the same ideas of where we need to go moving forward for the next 100 years. To be in the same room with a Martin Blackman, who's now the Director of Player Development for the USTA, and many of our life members who, they haven't been here for 15 years, and just to see them all together in one room celebrating one cause, and that's tennis. So for me, it's an incredible moment, one that makes my heart feel good, but most importantly, I'm glad that we can bring these organizations together to prepare for the next 100 years.
The Lake Club has it all. Come tour 13 luxury models from the area's premier home builders and discover our newest neighborhoods, Genoa and Lakeview Estates. The luxury, the lifestyle, the Lake Club.
Hi, I'm Coco, and you're inside tennis with The Cause.
Tennis fans, thanks for staying with us. Hope that you enjoy the remainder of the show. You love this event. We've talked about that a myriad of times, but this event loves you. These players adore you. They like coming here to relax with you and enjoy the atmosphere.
Well, I mean, the Oaks Club is obviously a beautiful place, so it's easy for anybody to come here and want to be here. I don't know if it's so much me. The club is a fantastic place, great members, and just a great atmosphere for tennis in general.
For 9 years, Tom Whitten and the Oaks Club have been hosting one of the most successful and popular USTA Pro Circuit stops in the country. IMG player Madison Brangle showed us why she loves living in the area.
Oh,
it's really nice. I mean, this tournament gets such a great turnout of like tennis lovers, and they were like, you know, cheering on every single point, and it was really cool. That was a great atmosphere.
A little bit of college in you, a little bit of pro in you now. What are you combining to get the best mix of both?
You know, I think just trying to enjoy it. I know it's a process, and trying to accept that and, you know, get better day by day, and, you know, look at it for today and not look ahead, and just kind of use all the experience I have and gain from each match.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it was a great match. All four of us know each other and have played each other, obviously, so we knew it was going to be a battle, and you know, we're happy to come out on top of that one.
It's definitely helpful to have someone by your side to cheer you on and keep you motivated, and obviously you don't have that in singles. So I think it definitely helps you internally, and it's great for the game, I think.
How did the connection come about, and what's the chemistry like between Vegas and Chicago?
I mean, I met Taylor years ago. I don't even remember what made us decide to start playing, but now it's to the point where she's like my little sister. So when we're on the court, we're just very comfortable with each other. You know, if one of us are feeling a little tentative or nervous, like we can tell each other that. So I think that just because we're so open with each other, it makes us such a good team.
I mean, I know that Asia and I, we've competed at Grand Slams and at premier tournaments, and we've done well. And I know that we are such a great team, and I just think it's a matter of us both continuing to play together and like do well and get our ranking up so we can get on that stage and compete against those top players.
Maddie Madison, I don't know where to start. Congratulations on the match, or happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, it was exciting. It was an exciting one. It was a tough one, and it's always nice to get the win on your birthday. Like, it's like a double present.
Well, this is ITF number 8 for you. You've got to be excited about that. What's it mean, each tournament that you win, to do one more for the good old folks back in Dover, Delaware?
It's exciting. There's a really good tennis community there now, and like
What's your mother created?
she works really hard, and they've got some great players, and it's always exciting when I go back in the off season. I always work with some of the kids, so it's fun to see how good it's gotten.
Tom Whitten, 10 times you've hosted this event. A thriller to the members, to the community. What are you all so eager to bring this event back year after year?
Well, I think it's just kind of really special. The members here at the Oaks Club are nice enough to let us hold the event here at the club. I mean, our club is beautiful. We've got great courts, and it really gives the players and then also the fans of tennis in Sarasota the opportunity to come over to our great club and kind of share it with the local people here. So it's just an opportunity. It's great for that.
No doubt about it. This guy knows talent. You've coached players at this level. You continue coaching players at this level. How good is this tennis for Sarasota for the female side?
I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, there's some wonderful athletes that are out here competing. I mean, Anne that just won there. I mean, she was a junior Wimbledon finalist. We're going to see her for years to come. So, yeah, I mean, the level of tennis is great, and it provides opportunities for young players here in town like Sophie Edwards, Nikki Yanez, Abby Rincelli to have the chance to get into this type of level of play, which is a rare opportunity.
Alexa, we kind of got together when you were a junior. I followed your career. You were giving me some great interviews for a young girl back then. Before I knew it, all of a sudden you're playing at Forest Hills, Westside Tennis Club, WTA event. You were a real contender. Then, not good things were happening health-wise and injuries. What's it like to be back right now? Other than the tennis, what's this giving your life back again?
Oh, this is just unbelievable for me. I'm over the moon. I haven't been this happy in a long time. I have a totally new perspective coming out on playing again this time, and I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity again. I don't want to take a second for granted. Yeah, it's just, I feel really lucky, and just being out here again for me is a win.
Everybody does ask you this. I'm sorry to be another question coming to you.
Yep.
What did you take away? What did you learn about yourself when the game was taken away from you for over a year and a half?
Yeah, well, I did a few other things, so I learned that I have some other skills that I can put to use maybe later on in life. I did some coaching, which was, I enjoyed it. I love giving back when I can. And I just learned I realized how much I miss the game, how much I love the game, and how much I love being out here competing and playing, and I want to do this as long as I can.
The junior tennis was quite good for you. You win the Wimbledon Doubles Championship.
Yeah.
What does that do to boost the career, taking it from juniors into the Pro Tour?
Yeah, juniors was a lot of fun and it was great. Playing in Wimbledon was amazing and all the junior slams. I think it felt very good. I think it took me a little adjustment once I started on the pro circuit. It was very different. In juniors, it's kind of like a big family, and here kind of everyone's on their own with their coaches and stuff, so it took a little adjustment.
It's got to be kind of cool. You have two high school age girls teaming up here at the pro event. Abigail, Nikki, first of all, congratulations. How did you form as a team? How did you get lined up?
Well, we kind of received a wild card into the main draw. We both come here from match play, and we were lucky enough that Tom gave us the wild card, and here we are.
Well, when you get a wild card, there's a little bit of pressure that goes with it, isn't there? You better produce, and produce you did. How much fun was it to win here? First match you played in the pro event together as a doubles team. What was that like, Nikki?
It was really fun, especially I've known Abigail for a long time, so it was good that we finally got to play doubles together, and I think we make a really good team, and we
have two college players out there. Big Ten, Purdue, ACC, Syracuse. What was it like going back there? Any recall of college tennis days, Mara?
Yeah, well, we've played quite a few times together and we make a good team, so we're just glad to be back out here playing together.
How much fun is it? You both have careers and now you're out here playing. What's that like, Amanda?
It's great, you know, it's even better playing with one of your best friends, so it makes it even better.
Pamela, Belinda, you were the #2 seed. You showed that. You didn't drop a set. How well did you play? What did this one feel like today?
I felt really good. Our opponents played really well. Pam and I mixed our game styles together really well today, and I think every match we've been improving, and yeah, I'm just really proud of us to get through today's match.
It took long to finish all the ceremonies with you, pictures, autographs. You made a lot of friends here. What's it like coming to a smaller event in a town that doesn't have WTA, but they certainly have USTA circuit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cool because like in California, you don't see a crowd like this. People are, you know, hustling and bustling, trying to get to work here and there. So it's really cool to come to a place like this and get a bunch of people out here watching.
So that says something about California and something about Sarasota, Florida.
I'm not sure what that is.
Right, and you're in the winner's circle today. What did you enjoy most about your performance? Not necessarily today, but all week.
I think just this week I've competed really well, and I kind of hurt my elbow like 2 weeks ago, so I was just trying not to expect too much from myself, and I think I did a good job of that. I was feeling really good on basically all my shots, but keeping the balls deep and moving the ball around and trying to be aggressive.
Remember, in tennis scoring, love means nothing, but love of the game means everything. Keep alive your love of the game. Love you, tennis fans. And we'll see you right here every Saturday on SNN.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Carrillo, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cos, the legend.